Good morning. This is March the 9th, and we are well into the period of time when some restrictions have been lifted, including face coverings, and that has allowed us to open up our schools a little bit more and have some guest visit and have more exciting things happening all around us. And one of those exciting events, in my opinion, is the fact that we are able to host other school systems and have community conversations. Now, you may, or perhaps you may not know, Swain County Schools has been part of the Leader in Me project for a long time. Matter of fact, back when Sam Patilla was our superintendent, he brought this in, and we have embraced it as a group, and we are continuing to move forward with that. Well, today, here at West Elementary, we have a group from Macon County who are also invested in the Leader in Me, and we have an instructor who is kind of our regional liaison, and she's giving them some training. Let's go meet our instructor and also some of these folks. Come with me. So it looks like they may be in some group sessions. This young lady is Diane Vance. Diane, give us a little bit of your background. Tell us just a little bit about you and what we're doing today.
Yeah, so I live in Knoxville, Tennessee, and I coach Leader in Me schools, East Tennessee to Nashville, and then Western North Carolina. So I get to spend a lot of time over here in the mountains and over to Hendersonville. And I coach all of those schools in their implementation of Leader in Me.
So specifically, what are the tasks that you're trying to achieve today?
Yeah, so today is one of our community learning days, and I do one at each one of the regions where I coach. And what we're focused on today, Mr. Sale, is the impact we can make in the last quarter of the year and looking into next year. Where are we now? Where do we want to be? And how are we going to get there? That's our outcomes for today.
And those are really just true continuous improvement goals as well. And that's what you have helped lead us through. Now, I know that you work for Franklin Covey, Leader in Me,
yes,
but I also know that you're thoroughly, firmly bought into the concepts that are part of this. You know, it was an elevator speech,
right?
All right. What does Leader in Me bring to our students and our communities?
Yeah, gosh, that's a great question, Mark. And I getting to work in so many different communities, Leader in Me is a framework that provides structure around leadership, culture, and academics to every school district that I get to work in. Because we're whole districts, right? It's not just about the academics, although that's our primary purpose. Our big P is academics. That leadership and culture piece, and really helping our students grow across all three of those domains, is really what Leader in Me is about. And that's been the fun piece of working in Swain County since 2016, is really getting to see the growth in all the schools that I get to partner with here in the county.
And I've heard from our community, from parents and also from students, that as the students go home with the concepts, and Leader in Me, let me help explain. Leader in Me goes all the way back to the 7 Habits of Highly Successful People that was written years ago. 1989, and it has put it into a framework for students.
Yes.
And our parents and our community already hear things like, first things first, begin with the end in mind. And that's where those phrases are coming from. So what we're teaching our students is to kind of lead their own lives, wouldn't you say?
Yes, exactly. And what I love about the Maroon Devil Network, and I follow it, I'm a fan, I'm a fangirl of your network, is seeing all the partnerships that happen within the schools in the county. From the middle school helping out with Bright Adventures, and the high school helping with the middle school. And those connections are so important because the little people see what those big kids are able to do, and the leadership opportunities they get to get bigger as they move into middle school and high school. So I love that partnership y'all have created here in the county.
You may not know it, Diane, but one of the things that we're hoping is that we'll be able to move our middle school campus onto the high school campus within the next 5 or 6, 7 years, if we can get all of the pieces to come together on that. And it's for that very reason, because we recognize that the mentorship that can come from the older to the younger, and also the expectation that creates in the older student's mind of, I have to be a role model, is so valuable. I want to talk to some of the folks that are here. So I think we have people here from Macon County, correct?
Yes.
And I need a spokesperson for Macon County.
I can speak on Macon County's behalf.
All right. So just you don't need to move, Amanda. I have one question, okay, or actually two questions. Now, where is Macon County in the Leader in Me process? Okay, how invested are you in this, and what do you? First of all, you'll need to tell us who you are and where you're from. But what are the benefits of this process program that you see for Macon County and particularly your schools?
Okay. So, well, I'm Caleb Parham, I'm the assistant principal at Iola Valley Elementary over in Macon. Yeah, we've been Leader in Me school since 2017, and you know, we're the only school in the county that so far does Leader in Me. But what it has done to our school and for our school is given our students a voice, and it's been kind of neat to see kids take on that leadership role. And you know, really take leadership and you know, ownership of not just their education, but of what they do around their peers, around their teachers, and within their community. You know, last week we had students go to the school board meeting and, you know, just kind of deliver speeches on what they were doing in school and how Leader in Me was working through their lives. And it was, you know, it's a cool process to be able to give them you know, that time to be able to speak without someone else having to prod them and you know, move them along, is where they get to be owners of their learning and it just exemplify who they are. And that's the cool part is that we let them exemplify this process and our school, instead of us saying, look at the kids, they're doing so great. They're saying, look at us, we are great. And that's really cool.
That's a wonderful, wonderful description and explanation of what it does and how we're turning our students into lifelong leaders for themselves and then for others as well. As a matter of fact, Diane, you might want to get some cuts out of this video and send them to the national office, because that was a great elevator speech by itself, wasn't it?
I will link them on the comments.
I think that would be great. Now, we also have people here from Swain County, and we're going to have a spokesperson who has been with us for a long time. Correct? Since the inception of the process, what have you seen as the benefits for this, and how has this helped grow our students?
I can echo what Caleb said about just our students taking more ownership over their choices, over their actions, over their lives, because it all starts from the ground up. And truly it starts in the home. So from my standpoint, having been with Diane in learning how to teach our families, we want so badly for this to really go into the homes so that we're not the first ones giving this to the children. We want it to start in the home because we feel like it's such an important way of life. From, like I said, the choices you make, being in charge of your learning, setting your goals, and reaching for the stars, and knowing that, you know, if you don't make it, that's okay. And we're talking a lot about taking those little wins and finding the value in that so that you have the right mind frame. Because we don't want our kids to ever place the blame on others. We want them to know that they are in charge of themselves. So even at a pre-K level, we're driving those, you know, you're in charge of you. You're in charge of how you react when someone makes you angry, or you know, when you feel that things aren't going your way. So it's become just intertwined in how we speak to them and our vocabulary. And like we said, we really want to bring this into the home so that families can start that before they even get to us. So.
And Amanda, and I appreciate, first of all, this is Amanda Carson. You may not know Amanda. Amanda is one of our instructors from the pre-K. And so our 4-year-olds and 3-year-olds, some, are actually receiving Leader in Me training before they ever reach into the kindergarten. So this is a full pre-K 12 program for all of us here in Swain County. Thank you for indicating, though, how important it is for that this start at the house, at home, because we're trying to build students both in the school and outside of the school. Okay, now Diane, if we had parents who are interested in looking more into this, because Amanda said, it's the home, it's everyone. Where would they go to find more information? And if you will give us some ideas, then we'll also have Joe put a link on this video so people can click on it.
Yeah. You know, we have some resources accessible to parents on leaderandme.org, but you know what? I think their best resource are the staff members in your district.
That's good.
You know, because I know you have individuals in this district trained to deliver the 7 habits. All of your teachers, pre-K through high school, are well trained in the 7 habits, and I think it would be an amazing opportunity to start some 7 habits for successful training sessions here in the county to help our parents just learn those effectiveness strategies. Parenting is hard. It's been a hard 2 years, and there's so much about what we do in your schools and what they're doing specifically with Leader and Me that can just help us all really have stronger families and build efficacies in our families.
I appreciate the way that you said that also, because I don't know if you all know this or not, but our state superintendent of public instruction has started an initiative where we're going to develop a portrait of a graduate for the whole state. And we're going to invite parents and community members to be part of that process in the next couple of weeks. So this could be a community project that could completely flow out of that as we try to prepare all of our students to be ready for college or a career, or at least to have a successful life, regardless of what that looks like after they graduate. Well, thanks to all of you for letting us interrupt. Thank you, Diane, very much. And thanks to each of you also for continuing to follow us. We appreciate you. Thank you for letting us be part of your family. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to our staff or go to leaderandme.org, correct? And from there, we'll plan to see you again next week. God bless you. And again, thank you for all that you do for Swain County Schools.